Hello and welcome back to Shadow of Mordor, Part 25, and in this episode, after successfully unlocking the rest of the Nemesis system for the Sea of Nurnen, we are going to go grab this artifact, and then probably go and do the Torvin missions. This artifact is above us.
Don't you want to shoot the explosive fire?
Not really.
I mean, it's over there.
It is over there, but there's like no real reason for me to do it because, you know, there's nobody at the fire right now.
There's a way of saying, game, don't suggest things to me that I don't feel like doing.
Kind of. Gondorian coin.
Gondor.
It's good. A coin of the realm. Sure, but it's the coin of Gondor's realm. If you don't want it. I didn't say that, Captain. What about a few less of these and a little more of that elvish cloth you brought over from the Region? I think we can do that.
Don't you love how the ability to barter different goods for a various currency?
Wealth will not
Oh, yes.
save Gondor.
Well, makes our economy global.
Sauron will use gold to buy allies among the kingdoms of men.
Yeah, why did they do that again?
What, by soldiers?
No. I get why Sauron would want to do that, but why would any of the kingdoms of men voluntarily work for Sauron?
Because of money.
They do know that if Sauron wins, they die, right?
But not if you're on the winner's side.
No, they still die. Sauron is an elf. He wants to purge the world of man to prevent the expansion of their lineage.
Which is weird, because the elvish heart is one of purity. It doesn't waver on a conviction, but the hearts of men can be swayed this way or that way.
Is it possible that Sauron is actually a half-elf?
No. I mean, is it possible? Yeah. Anything's possible. It could just be that he's like a Hitler, basically. He's trying to expurgate exactly the same kind of people that he is.
I don't think it's that, really.
It could also be that he needs people who will not disagree with him. See? Derision.
And kill him. Alright. Right now we're just trying to get all of the watchtowers, actually. Rat!
You cannot escape me. I will turn you into rat pits.
I think we're also hunting for this particular artifact, though we should not be going after it right now. We should wait until the mission where we will be back here. Because a lot of the missions that we have, at least on this particular run, have us coming back to this area.
Notice that pretty much all of the yellow markers on the map are away from here.
Yes, but that's because a lot of the missions start outside of this area and then come back here.
Oh.
It's one of the minor problems that Shadow of Mordor actually has. It likes to force a lot of the important story missions onto the strongholds. And while this is very good for theming and, you know, for upping the challenge a bit, what it does is it makes it so that you end up playing in the same areas quite often.
Yeah, you become overly familiar with the points of interest.
Yeah. Well, you become overly familiar. I wouldn't say overly familiar, to be perfectly honest, because I always end up getting lost while I'm in the strongholds. But you end up being burnt out from the locations themselves, and then you have to keep dealing with them anyway.
It just goes to show every game there are boundaries on every game map, and there are limits for every game object.
Unless you're a pumpkin in Skyrim, apparently.
Army of pumpkins. Let loose the pumpkins
Skyrim
of war.
doesn't actually have an animate plant spell, does it?
And a plant spell?
An animate plant spell.
Oh, animate plant. No, there are no No, there are no animated plant creatures in Skyrim, actually.
That's weird, especially for such a high fantasy setting.
I mean, they had animated plant creatures in the Shivering Isles. That was the expansion for Elder Scrolls 4, where there were gnarls. They were basically tree folk, and they were very dangerous. They make swooshing sounds every time they took a step forward.
Swoosh, swoosh.
Swoosh, 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 swoosh.
But now, yeah, we are going to go do the first of the Torvin missions, which will get us a very important ability that I will always try to not actually use, because I really dislike this particular ability.
What chaos is this? Men and orcs walking in tandem, although
Well,
scared.
the menfolk there was attempting to run away because he was a liberated slave.
You can't take me again. I am already ungone. Yeah.
All right, big game. The dwarf claims to know the location of more artifacts.
Shouldn't see me. Shouldn't hear me. It's a clean kill.
Good for you, Torvin. That's 50 experience for you.
None of it is going to go to waste.
He says that, but he leaves this corpse here.
What's your name, Ranger?
Maybe he has more of a
What warrior? Lieutenant?
panoramic view of the universe, where really anything that gets used, even if it's by useless shit, is still being used.
We have a captain in our midst. Well, better look sharp, eh? Captain's coming. Better sharpen the swords, eh? And make sure our boots are nice and shiny.
All right, Mr. Sarcasm.
Oh, so tell me, Captain, have you ever hunted a growl?
A Graug has what you promised me.
Aye. Not just any growl.
Not just any cliche.
The largest one I ever came across.
Teeth as wide as far as my arms can spread their hands.
We must prepare.
I should do just fine. I've been trained very well.
I love this bit of a backstory for Torvin.
Silver was trained very well. That was before she got eaten by a warg. Hunt is not about rules, my captain. We're not going to line up and have someone play with our lives. It's about instinct, and it's about guts. Which, as you can see, I know a thing or two about.
Honestly, I really like Torvin as a character.
You want basics on the hunt? Follow me.
Come on, we are going grog hunting.
Its own beast.
Well, not
One
yet.
You must learn to tame. First lesson of Caragor hunting: do not die.
What do we need them for?
We ride him. A worthy mount for a dangerous hunt. Now, these beasts will not be impressed by your rank. All flesh tastes the same to them.
I get the impression that we were supposed to send
Once
them
you go
doing
on
the
the hunt,
Torvin side
Captain,
quests
you'll come out a
earlier
changed
on.
man. Hopefully for the better.
Yeah, I got that feeling too. This feels very much like a tutorial.
Orcs have picked up their ways quickly. The Caragors, well, those bastards are a tougher breed.
Maybe the idea is that in the interest of people who enjoy New Game Plus, you want to insert as many tutorials throughout the game as you can, even if they're pointless.
Problem:
Or-
this game doesn't have New Game Plus. It has post
Damn it.
game, but not New Game Plus.
The hunt is my
Well,
mistress.
post game will at least make use of the late game tutorials.
And she doesn't nag.
Kind of. The ability that we're getting here is the Caragor counter, which is honestly a really awesome ability, and I will purposefully never use the damn thing.
Like triumph.
I hate using this thing.
Ranger, over here!
That one over there looks quite aggressive.
Don't even try creeping up on the Caragor. It'll catch your scent a mile away.
What do you propose then?
When you hop in, introduce yourself. Ask it for
I
a
apologize for the lack of commentary in this part, but I really like Torvin. Yeah.
It's alright, men are talking.
Well, the dwarves are talking.
When a Caragor charges, you have two options. Knock the bastard down, or eat dirt.
Yeah, I've done this before, kind of.
No, actually, we have not.
Oh, so we're learning how to jump quickly and with some degree of alacrity. Oh, you failed.
Yep. Wait.
Yeah.
Yep, we died.
Reason. You died. The reason was because you died.
That one over there looks quite aggressive.
No, we failed the quick
Yeah,
time
that
event. And
that
yes,
one right there. Quite aggressive, I would agree.
A mile away.
And
Propose then.
failing the quick time event against the Caragor is pretty much instant death, but I'm gonna be honest, you should never find yourself in a scenario where you have to do the quick time event against the Caragor.
Don't let the dogs jump on you. Just shoot them. Shoot them, and you don't have to twist
Or
their
you
necks.
can actually use the counter correctly.
Throw the Caragor.
It's an Aikido throw, but yeah.
Yeah.
And there we
I
go.
s-
We have successfully
I
dominated
see-
a Caragor.
I
But
see your point. That why would you risk death in order to do something you could do anyway?
yeah, you'll notice that that Torvin actually got a dire Caragor.
That's about the same
Dire
time as me,
Caragors
the
have
two
actually
ones.
slightly better stats than
might
normal
be a
Caragors. I
master,
don't think that
Captain.
they run faster, but they have more health. But I think they do a little bit more
Where'd you get your
damage.
training, Captain?
After this mission, we actually have the ability to dominate dire Caragors with either the Caragor Hunter skill or the basic stealth dominate that we already had access to.
Let's find some Uruks. Now that you tame the beast, let's see if it'll fight for you.
My lord.
Now,
Steve.
mounted combat in Shadow of Mordor is kind of shit because although you have access to your bow and your sword, your bow is really the only thing you should be trying to use on it because, well, let's be honest, the melee attack is not really that useful, and the charge attack is only really useful for knocking the Uruks over, and then you get to eat them, which restores some of your Caragor's health.
It's not the most effective strategy, but
It's
damn it,
not,
it's
honestly.
different.
Talion performs better on ground combat than the Caragors
You've been
do.
hunting and learning for long, dwarf.
For years and years, land used to be more lush. Now a doom slowly sweeps over it.
Like much of Mordor.
Yes. Though the
Kill
doom
more
does have
Oryx
a
than
spice to
Torvin.
Yep.
Sure, you can ride a carrot.
Yeah, if you have a bow, at least it's not keeping. The counter doesn't seem to care whether or not it's the Caragor that kills it. So yeah, just use your bow. See? Point.
And stab.
Point.
And stab.
That still only counts as one.
Well, yeah. Even the counter agrees with that.
Still only one.
That fire better not set my beard alight.
We should be commentating more on this, but I've already said what I
We-
need to say. The Caragor hunting and combat on the Caragor aren't nearly as efficient as they really want them to be.
I just can't look away because there's a beast eating orcs.
You got the basics down. Let's take on a fresh batch. We'll find another camp. Put you to a final test. Fight him however you like.
Well, I prefer
I'd
to
say-
fight off of the Caragor.
Running long
I'd say that we've basically won this little contest we have here.
When we
Yeah.
face the Graug, can't always look to me for help.
Because I mean, all you have to do is just. I mean, you could let Torvin kill 6 of them and still be ahead.
Yeah, there aren't all that many Uruks left anyway.
I once tracked a grey eagle back to her nest. I decided to let them be. Even before they tossed me to the rocks below.
Lies!
Well, you see, Gerda, we should give ourselves credit for at least letting other people speak. After all, they have lots of interesting dwarven things to say.
And there.
3.
One of the main things that you have to remember is that you do not have access to infinite arrows just because you're mounted. And one of the big things that you're supposed to do when you run out of arrows on your Caragor is do drain. Right now I'm trying to heal my Caragor, and it's not working as well as I want it to. You don't get all that much health when you eat an Uruk, and you can get easily interrupted by any number of projectiles or enemy melee attacks.
Do you lose the contest if your Caragor dies?
I don't remember. I don't think that you do. At the very least, I don't think you have to start it over.
I hope you don't have to start it over. There's a lot of fucking dialogue we would have to hear over and over again.
Oh, come on. I edit better than that.
Yeah, these guys only heal like 5% health. That's pretty lousy. God damn it. I just need more food.
There's something wrong with your blade! You missed one! Stop him before he gets reinforcements!
Charge!
Hey, how about instead of yelling at me to do it, you fucking take the time to do it yourself?
Oh, because of story reasons.
No.
Torvin is too quiet. Something must be wrong.
Oh, that was funny.
And drain. Thankfully, if you successfully pull off a drain on a Caragor, you do usually get full arrows back.
And now I can see how Legolas could beat Gimli by like 20 points during the battle of, what do you call it?
It wasn't Minas Tirith. I don't think it was Osgiliath, was it?
No, that's right. It had to be. Well, I mean, they had a bunch of contests. I think the first major one was the battle at the end of Two Towers.
No, which would have been Helm's Deep.
Helm's Deep, yeah. Thank you.
My patience, Torvin.
Pay attention. Learn to respect the beast. Need size and strength to fight the mighty Graug. Remember, hunt. Respect is earned. Who knows? He'll even call you sir.
And in the next part, we will be continuing on with the Torvin quests.